Hey, this is your boy, Roland Cross, aka Cross the Christian Cyclist, and today we're going to do an unboxing and a fitting for the Egofit Walker Pro. That's right, the Egofit Walker Pro. And I've been in the market looking for another way to add to my fitness. You know, I don't know about you, but since COVID, we've been stuck inside. I do a lot of work during the day, and I want to know, hey, how can I maintain that same level of fitness that I used to when I had to go into my workplace and do my job, whereas now I'm remote. Like many of you that are remote at home, you may want to consider getting a walker, but if you do, check out this Egofit Walker Pro, and let's see if it checks all the boxes for you. First, let's see if it checks all the boxes for me. Let's get it. Okay, so let's get started. The very first thing you can notice is that box is, it's a pretty big box. It's not a real heavy box. They said it's about 55 pounds. I would concur it's about 55 pounds, but however, they also say it's the world's smallest and lightest, and I don't know how true that is. Nevertheless, that's not an issue for me because I really don't want the world's smallest or the world's lightest, because when you're talking about a treadmill or a walker, in this particular case, you want to feel supported. You want to feel like whatever it is that you're walking on is sturdy. You don't want it to feel like something flimsy, cheap. You don't want it to feel like it's going to tilt over, break apart, or tear up on you in a matter of months. So 55 pounds, and the size of this looks pretty decent to me. It's about half the size of my treadmill that I have, my flat treadmill. So for it to be a walker, that's pretty good. The dimensions, the actual walking area is 16.5 inches wide, 33.8 inches in length, about 34 inches in length. Now, why is that important? That's important because it's the same width almost as my treadmill. My treadmill is 18 inches wide, so this is just shy of maybe an inch and a half in width, and that's pretty good because I'm very comfortable on my treadmill. And so I feel like I would be very comfortable on this as well. And then far as the length of 33.8, almost 34 inches, that's critical for me because my running stride is 1.07 meters, which is about 42 inches. My walking stride is about half of that or a third of that at about 22 to 28 inches. So this being this being about 34 inches in length of walking area, I should have more than enough space to feel comfortable and not, overextended, or I feel like I need to shorten up my stride where I can't walk comfortably, because that's what's going to determine if you walk for an extended period of time. If you got to take short steps, then that's going to throw your stride off, which is going to throw your natural gait and how you move, your movement, your ergonomics is going to be off. And so you're going to find yourself, maybe not saying you wouldn't walk, but you wouldn't walk as long because you're not getting that natural feel. Here, I'm just kind of going through what they give you. In the box, you get the treadmill, you get a manual, you get a remote control, you get a couple bottles of lubricant, you get some tools, they give you the power cord, and that's pretty much it far as what comes with it, which is all you need. This thing is really kind of like ready to go. It's kind of like out of the box, ready to go. It's not heavy. Like I said, that 55 pounds, if you don't know what 55 pounds feel like before you get it, just go to your Walmart or hardware store and grab a bag of 50-pound rock salt, and you can kind of get a feel for what 50 pounds feel like. There's some little handle, a little groove on the side so that you can pick it up fairly easy. So, right now I got to tell you, I'm really impressed with the build of it. It's heavy enough but light enough to make me feel like I'm going to be secure. one thing you can pay attention, two things I want to point out to you that draws my attention right away. The first thing is it has a 5-degree incline fixed into the treadmill build, into the walker build. And I'm gonna call it a walker because it only goes up to 0.5. I mean, it goes only up to 5.0 miles per hour. Now, depending on what website you go to, the website says it only goes from 0.06 to 3 miles an hour, but on the actual treadmill itself, it says it goes from, in speed, it shows you at 5.0. Now, I'm assuming that 5.0 does translate to miles per hour. So it goes from 0.06 to 5 miles an hour like a normal treadmill. A walker would be the same. It has wheels on the front for mobility. It moves very easily. The casters they seem to be solid. They're kind of embedded inside of it. So that's pretty cool. And you can see here that I'm moving it around. Like I said, I can shift this thing from side to side. Here I'm doing a sort of a lift test to show you bent over. And don't do what I do, bend your knees when you lift. But I'm just trying to show you that it moves fairly simple. It's not a difficult walker to move. And I was telling you before, that pitch, right? That incline of 5%, hey, that makes a world of difference. Simply because it gives you the same feel, that outside feel, the elevation change. Usually with a flat, like my treadmill, it's flat, so I don't get that variation of outside, inside, with where that elevation change. So usually you want your treadmill pitched at 1 degree so that you can kind of get that elevation change. This has a 5-degree elevation pitch already built into it, so that's pretty cool. Right now it's lit up, it's powered up, it's ready to go. On that display on the front, it gives you speed, step times, and it also can give you calories. You can also get a heart rate monitor strap and hook up, and it will sync up to it with the mobile app. And that's really cool because it gives you way more functionality. Another thing that the mobile app and the remote, and you see here I'm using a remote. The remote just starts, stops, and the mobile app allow you to record your actual activity. It has its own sort of like a Garmin. If you're, I have Garmin Connect, so you have a community within Garmin. So with this particular product, it has its own sort of like community where you can find other people that's using it, and they have some challenges and things like that. So it's pretty cool. As I said, the walking area, I gave you that. It's pretty good. The sound of it is really quiet. I was surprised at how quiet it was. It says the motor never exceeds 50 dB. Now, there's two different ones. This one is the Pro. This is the Egofit Walker Pro, and it never exceeds 50. And then there's a walker, the Egofit Walker, not the Pro, and it's not as big as this one. It's a little bit smaller than this one. Maybe that's the one that's the world's smallest. But that one doesn't exceed 70 dB. So there are some variation differences in the two, but I kind of like this. I mean, it's sturdy. You can see that you can see my natural. And we're gonna take this up in my office so we can put it in a real live workspace. But there's my natural stride right there. With ease, I'm not feeling restricted. You'll see here I'm walking. It's a natural feel for me. I'm comfortable. It feels solid. I like the way it feels. So we're gonna take it upstairs. We're gonna put it inside my office. We're gonna put it in my workspace, and then we're gonna see if it really holds up to what it says. So we got it upstairs, and we pretty much got everything situated the way I would have it set up, the way I'm gonna have it set up. I moved stuff from up under my desk. I didn't want to, take you through all of that. I'm doing a voiceover, so you may see me kind of talking, but I decided to use this audio versus that audio. It's much clearer. Here you see it under my desk, and you see it situated in such a way that it's, it fits, it kind of tucks in. Like I said before, this thing is about 38 inches, 34 inches long. So for me, it still gives me enough room so that I can work both stations. I have a daytime station and a nighttime station. I do different things at different times of the day. And so here you see me, I'm showing you the mobile app right now. Okay, so you can use the remote or the mobile app. Again, I like the mobile app. That's a really cool feature because it has a community built within it. Kind of lets you do some competition stuff with other people. You can you can do some step challenges. It actually has some tutorials on there. It has some workouts on there. And one of the things I really like, if you do just the basic, it has a picture of like a track, and it shows you as you go around your laps. So if you have a goal to do 2 laps, 3 laps, 4 laps, you can do that. We're going to go ahead and pull this thing out so you can see. Now I have more than enough room here. I pulled it out about the distance that I would need it out in order for me to work comfortably. I slide my chair over. And again, so this is, my workstation is not a big area. And I do a lot in this area, but it's not a big area. I have an elevated desk. So you see, I'm gonna bring my risers up. This is my 3D design work I'm about to do, or I'm just gonna show you. And in my environment, would this be a comfortable thing? Would this Egofit Walker Pro fit the bill? And it will. I'm adjusting the camera to give you a better shot of me standing, and also my gait and my stride. As I said before, I got a 22 to 28 inch walking stride. This is a 34 inch walking area, 16 by 16 and a half, side by side, in width. I'm approximately, I weigh 164, between 164, 167 pounds. I'm not a big guy. I'm 5'8". But I have more than enough space. I don't feel like I'm bumping the sides or nothing like that. I have more than enough space. I didn't tell you about that little orange plug right there. It has a self-oiling applicator. All you have to do is pour oil according to the manufacturer recommendations inside of that orange plug, and you don't have to loosen the belt. You don't have to buy that oil distributor applicator. This is, this thing is ready to go. Here I'm speeding it up a little bit, just, to kind of see, because it goes up to 5 miles an hour. I told you before, my wife is a speed walker, so that's perfect for her. She usually walks at 4.2 to 5.0, depending on, what she's trying to get accomplished. I would never probably walk that fast. I'm a runner, but not a speed walker. So here, you see, I'm just kind of getting into a light jog. You really can't jog, but why would you want to jog at your workstation? That makes no sense. But you definitely can get a nice walk on, and at that speed, you can see my my stride is probably as long as it's gonna be, and I still have enough room in order to walk. Man, I gotta tell you, I'm really loving this thing. I like the feel of it. It just really feels natural. It feels real natural. All right, so you got my review. It checked all the boxes for me. It's made well. It's definitely got enough area for me to do what I need to do on it. It's a solid machine. I don't know what else to say. I got it out here in the loft so you can move it around if you want to put it in your workspace, or you just want to put it in the area where you watch TV. It's up to you. Hey, I'm at 3.3. Let's give it a little run. Let's see. Shouldn't be running on it, but why not? Again, it's your boy Rolling Cross, aka Cross the Christian Cyclist. Until next time, peace.